Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk about the importance of, on your wedding day, who you give the microphone to for the toast for your day. So stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome back. So we're going to talk about the toast on your wedding day. The importance of having somebody stand up and speak on your behalf. You picked the best man for the reason. You picked a maid of honor for a reason. You picked the bridal party for a reason. Moms and dads dads mostly usually want to say, hey, thank you for coming, everybody, and wishing them good luck. And that's what a toast should be. I've run into some stories before where there's one thing that a wedding coordinator and a DJ can't control on a wedding day is the length of toast. The ceremony is timed approximately 15 minutes, approximately 30 minutes, approximately 1 hour. So they can cushion and buffer that, no problem at all. But toast cannot be because people feel like there's a leniency with saying whatever they want to say. And I'm just not a big fan of that. I don't think grandma needs to hear, or your in-laws need to hear how you met the best man in college and all the party days and the good times and all that other stuff like that and the clubs you went to. They don't need to hear that stuff like that. A toast should be, hey, thank you all of you guys for coming. So let's put our hands together for the bride and groom. Keep it to like 5 minutes. I feel like 10 would be the max because there's a reason why you picked them. So let them tell that story of how you met in college or how you met online or how you did and stuff like that. The problem that you have is, if she's going to take 10 minutes, I'm going to take 10 minutes. And then the father of the bride takes 10 minutes. And then the father of the groom takes 10 minutes. 10, 20, 30, 40 minutes. That is crucial. Plates need to be put out, dinner needs to be served. The photographer's got to take the bride and groom outside for sunset at 6:45, and it's 6:30, and we're still talking. We're going to miss the sunset, which is exactly why the bride and groom picked the venue. So keep that in mind when you're having, as a bride and groom, as a wedding couple. Just talk to the bride, to whoever you're going to give in the microphone to, and just say, hey, we want you to say something on our behalf, but can you just kind of keep it in that short and sweet kind of ballpark. I do wedding tip Wednesdays every Wednesday, and they're all wedding related for brides and grooms. So this subject I felt needed to be addressed. I feel like this is something that is important to the bride and groom, that they want to be able to have you say something on their behalf, but they don't need every story about everything, that every place, that, see what I'm saying? So just keep it short and simple. Just keep it short and simple. It's going to be more beneficial for the bride and groom to be able to do that. And the DJ does not have to wonder if they're done or if they're not done, or the next, because like I said, 10, 20, 30, 40, now all of a sudden the food gets delayed. And you can't slow food down. The food has to be, on the plate and warm, not on the plate waiting for Aunt Susie to finish up her toast and things like that. So I've also seen it where bride and groom has asked anyone to say something to the bride and groom. I would strongly encourage you not to do that. You don't know what they're going to say. You don't know how they're going to say it. If this has happened before, so-and-so got a microphone and it was, dropping F-bombs, every other word, and you've got a 97-year-old grandmother and you've got a 62-year-old grandfather with it. You just don't drop F-bombs in front of older people. It's just not something that you want to do. Just keep it clean. Don't need to talk about clubs that you went to. Don't need to talk about stuff like that. So if you're going to be in a wedding, my suggestion to you is just keep it simple. Talk about the good things and how you met, a funny story. Keep it down to 5 minutes. And now if the best man has 5 minutes, maid of honor, father of the groom, father of the bride. 20 minutes time is more adjustable than 40 minutes of time. So I did a wedding one time and it was 25 minutes long. 25 minutes long, and it was just on and on and on and on, and the jobs that they worked at, and then he quit, and then he quit, so they went in jobs together. Just condense. You get the point. You're important. You're part of the day, and it's just important to just kind of do that. And I'm not just saying the rule of thumb should be 5 minutes. I'm not. It's just take what you want to say and filter what you want to say, and take the best of the best story, the best, how they met, anything like that is always the best way to do it, just so that it's relevant to the day and it's not overexerting, you're not dropping any F-bombs, and you're not talking about clubs that you went to, and people don't need to hear that. It's their wedding day, they love each other. The past is the past. They don't need to know what they did at the bachelor party, or even bring into any speculation also. That's happened before, where a couple of stories were too much drinking, and they had, grabbed the microphone, and all of a sudden, they're just, saying so much different stuff that didn't need to be said. So if you guys have any stories, drop them down in the comments. I'm kind of curious to see how other photographers deal with that. I watch the coordinator and I watch the DJ, and we'll coordinate back and forth. And the thing we can't control is the toast. Now, if it's quick, I get my first 5, 6, 7, 8 shots of the best man, maid of honor, father of the bride, father of the groom, with the microphone, talking and looking in the direction of the bride and groom. If they're talking for 25 minutes, I am not shooting for 25 minutes. I will scan and make sure and see what other people are doing, and then when they grab that glass and they go up and everybody cheers, take pictures of the tables, of people clanking the glasses together and things like that. That's an important shot also, but 5, 6 shots, you want to get the bride and groom laughing and giggling, looking at the person that's doing the toast. If somebody's grabbing, a bite of food or a bite of their salad, they're not looking at the person that's doing the toast. So try and time it where bride and groom, wedding couple, is looking at the person giving the toast. Grooms always sit right, left, that part doesn't matter. Bride and groom are always sitting down. If the groom is on the right, then the best man should talk on the right. If the bride is on the left, then the maid of honor should be on the left. So it just represents the party size kind of thing like that. I've had some people, one person would stand way over there, 6, 7, 8, 9 feet out. Now I adjust my lights accordingly. The next person comes over here on this side, and they're standing, right behind the bride and groom. So then you got to adjust your lights again. So, and when they're standing behind the bride and groom can't look behind their shoulders. So you always want to have them like 4 or 5 feet to the right or left, so they can see them looking this way here, not quite over the shoulder behind, but a little bit more towards the front. It just makes for better pictures for me. I'm being selfish about it. I like to place people. I'm all about being spontaneous and getting what's happening, but at the same time, I also want to make sure that people are symmetrical and they're not looking over their shoulder. So if they're biting their salad, you want to get them looking at each other when it comes to that. So try and keep the toast to a minimum of 5 minutes, maximum of 10. That way there, the DJ and the coordinator can definitely time it where we need to do the toast right now, so that I ran into this situation last week where there was not just best man, maid of honor toast. There was best man, maid of honor. Then there was the father of the groom. Then there was the father of the bride. Then there was the mother of the groom, and then there was the mother of the bride. 6 people all together. They just came in off of their dance floor. They're spinning around. Everybody's cheering, kissing, and everything else like that. They go and sit down, and everybody sits down, and they're like 6 people later. So the DJ actually suggested to be able to spread them out a little bit more, like doing 4 before when they first sit down, and then save the other 2 for around cake cutting time. You could do things like that. It just got too long. Thankfully, they weren't too long, but now, even if they were 5 minutes apiece, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, you're still at 30 minutes, so that delays things. So just coordinate them. You can even do them during save the other 3 people for during when people are eating. Do the best man, maid of honor, father of the groom, father of the bride, best man, maid of honor, father of the bride, all first, and then have everybody else do theirs later on when everybody's eating, because the food's out now. So that's going to be the important part about that. So toast 5 minutes to 10 minutes and let the DJ know so that you can kind of time it. We want to make sure that everything runs efficiently. That way, if we're 45 minutes behind because of toast, we have to make up, and now we just missed the sunset, so we don't want any of that stuff to happen. So thank you guys for coming back to the channel. Hit that like button down below, hit that subscribe button, that really helps me out. And always remember, the bride and groom have the final say. If somebody feels like, oh, no, if you're worried, let me just say this. If you're worried somebody is going to say something, you're afraid to come out, and or somebody has been having some liquid courage before their toast, supposedly to calm themselves down, and they have too much, rambling happens, swearing happens, slurring happens, and it becomes a crap show. And that has happened many times, where I had one wedding where one of the bridesmaids was standing behind one of the grooms and behind the groom, and she was just going on and rambling, and started off with just saying how nice everything was and how great these people are, and then she started bashing people for not liking the groom. Like bashing everybody out there. If you don't like him, you're dropping F-bombs, and I'm like, and the DJ's like, did not expect that, and she's just like getting really loud with the people, and now she's got a microphone, and she's been drinking, and all she's doing is saying, if you don't like him, you guys are wrong, he's the best guy, and this, if you don't like this couple, then you guys can just leave now, and they don't need that drama on their wedding day. So if you feel like somebody, you have the right, bride and groom, wedding couple, listen to me, you have the right to say, sorry, we're not giving you that microphone. If you feel like that person's been drinking and you don't trust them, have somebody say, listen, we just don't want you to say that. If you're going to say it fast, slow, don't bring up this, or don't give them the microphone at all. It is your prerogative, because once something is said, there is no coming back from something that is said. I've seen it where it just takes the atmosphere away. It takes, you add drama and contention and cussing and finger pointing to a toast, the atmosphere just changes. So you want to make sure that you don't have to worry about stuff like that. So thank you guys for coming back to the channel. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and remember, I'm going to do as many wedding related topics as I possibly can, but the toast, hey people, short, simple, sweet, straight to the point, make it funny, get your point, give the microphone back to the next person, and remember, thank you guys for coming back to the channel. Remember, smile more, because it sure does hurt less. Peace.